Action. Hi, this is kind of weird, but welcome to the January safety meeting. We're pre-recording this because of schedule conflicts with Casey and myself. So welcome to the January safety gram. Quick rundown on the aircraft. 28 Fox, there's nothing to brief. 60 Romeo is going to be off the schedule for January. 50 Echo, the attitude indicator's in op, so it's VFR only. 84 November is going to be down for January. 273, there's nothing to brief. 011 is down for the 100 hour. And 63 Tango's in Georgetown. It's down for an axle and a torque plate. We're awaiting parts, which should be here this week. So quickly, the discussion items. The Aero Club flew 161 hours in December, and we had 109 maintenance hours. We had 39 flights that were canceled for poor weather, and we had 5 no-fly days. So a big thing that happened with the Aero Club on December was we had our Christmas light flights. We actually had 38 scheduled. We flew 38 and we had 100 passengers. So I'd like to give a special thanks to Justin Chambers, Casey Moorman, Kyle Klinkenberg, and Eric Harriman for making sure that happened and flying everybody safely. On top of that, I would like to remind everybody to please use your checklist when you're parking and securing the aircraft, even more so now that it's cold. And keep COVID in mind, so when you're done flying, please wipe down the aircraft, the inside of the aircraft with your disinfectant wipes. And if we're out, please let somebody at the Aero Club know so we can get them replenished. We had another big month for the Aero Club. We've had 4 check rides that are successful, so congratulations to Thomas Lamptey, Michael Courtney, Baron Williams, and John Delacruz for all passing their private pilot check ride. Once again, it's getting cold out. As you see this morning, there's frost on the ground. So we're actually going to put another de-ice video on today, and also another preheat video so everybody can understand and know how to use our de-ice equipment and the heaters. So please plan extra time. If it's below 40 degrees, add some extra time so you can preheat the aircraft. And finally, the next meeting will be on February 9th, so at 6:30. So with that, I give you Casey.
All right, am I in the right frame? Okay. So in line with cold weather flying, another thing we didn't mention was the Tannis heaters. Make sure you unplug those before you start.
And plug them back in.
And plug them back in. Mention the TFRs, so I believe it's the 17th. Next week, Tuesday, there will be a movement with President-elect Biden. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with that, but there will be a 30-mile range ring with the President-elect in Wilmington, and the FAA has sent out a notice for a VIP movement. Following that, the 20th is what it is, right? 20th, all right, so taking off is on the 20th, and obviously depending on where he's at, will vary the TFRs. So the one that will affect Dover Air Force Base is when he's in Rehoboth. We're within 30 miles of his beach house in Rehoboth. Unofficially official, Dover will have a 2.5 mile range ring cutout. So what that will allow is for Aero Club aircraft to fly in the pattern, as long as we stay inside of a 2.5 mile base for runway 1 and 32. And obviously 19 is wide open yet. So 2.5 miles, and then all the heavy jets, if he's in Rehoboth, they're pretty much gonna be 1 in, 1 out. So if you're flying through the outer ring of the TFR, outside of 10 miles, but inside of 30 miles, that is airspace that you can't linger in. So what that means is you can depart Dover, squawking in Dover code and talking to air traffic, and land at Georgetown. That's no problem. Go down there for breakfast, whatever the case may be. However, you can't depart Dover, go to Georgetown and do pattern work, because now you're lingering inside of the outer ring. If you have questions on that, you can let me know. I know Smyrna Airport is right on the edge of the Wilmington TFR. So they haven't put out procedures for non-controlled airports yet. There will be more to come with that. But again, no lingering in the outer ring. Make sure you're squawking and talking to air traffic. Most of you guys get flight following anyway. If you're not getting flight following, do the very minimum and monitor guards so they can call you. Don't get caught in the TFR. That's bad news. Mac already mentioned it. We're gonna shoot a icing video. I'll drop that and the heater video in the link on my video on YouTube, and then on the computer, I guess we're just gonna upload it on there, so it'll be a different file. We'll have icing questions from both my video and the safetygram for the month, and that's how we're gonna track currency. So there's 3 questions that you're gonna have to answer from the end of the video, and you'll send those to the org box, which
So 436
Yeah.
FSS.
so you guys should have that. If you don't, we can send it out in an email or shoot me an email. Most of you guys have mine. But that's all I have except for the questions. So you got anything to add?
Yeah, I would like to say personally, thanks to Chris. He's standing over here behind us. He's actually working on 50 Echo today. If it wasn't for Chris, we wouldn't be flying. So every time you guys come up with a write-up, Chris is the one who gets to fix it. So thanks, Chris. He's a one-man show with 7 airplanes. So yeah, so whenever you see Chris, please say thanks or hey, how you doing or whatever. So just let him know that we appreciate that he's here. So other than that, I guess we'll see you guys in February.
Killing it.
Fly safe.
Questions? You want me to ask those in this video? Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Sorry.
Okay, so your questions to answer. Obviously, you're going to have to see the de-ice video, but the first question is, what type of de-ice fluid do we use? There's 4 types: Type 1, Type 2, Type 3, and Type 4. You have to figure that out. It'll be in the de-ice video. What is required for an icing PIREP? That should have been in the safetygram, or you can look it up in the AIM. Where is de-icing pump located? Again, that's going to be in the de-ice video. We'll show you exactly where it's at, how I add the de-icer to the pump, which should already be full, but if it's not, I'll show you how to do that, and then a quick example of how to de-ice and why it's important. That's it for the questions, though.
That's it. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, see you in February.